All right, fam. We are live.
Hello.
Hey, girly girl. How are you, Peach?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Hang on. I'm just gonna bring up the chat. Seriously, as soon as I pressed going live, my cat just started doing like zoomies in the background.
Oh
She's like ready to ruin my life today. She's like, I'm ready to go.
no.
What have you been doing today, babe?
I woke up and I washed my hair and I got on here.
Really? You woke
Yeah.
up you woke up late today?
Yeah, I stayed up pretty late last night.
What is pretty late?
Sorry, what'd you say?
What is pretty late?
Oh, I don't know. I stayed up until like 2 or 3 a.m.
Oh, okay. Me too. Me too. I think I stayed
Yeah.
up till 1 last night actually.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty normal. That's pretty normal, I think.
I know. It's so funny. Hi, Leslie Bear. Leslie's in chat. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Leslie.
We're just waiting. Santasia sounds kind of echoey. Yeah, I'm having trouble hearing you a little bit myself.
Mm. That's weird. I don't know
Hmm.
if you is there are there two different like audio sources turned on?
How would I know that? How would I check it?
You can like scroll down on the mixer and see like what I'm talking. Are there multiple things lighting up?
Okay.
Um,
So
yeah, so like there's
there's
that one and
ah
yeah, so like go down,
yeah, there is. There's
hit
audio
that
output.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
so the audio output capture, that one, just turn the volume all the way down. So like that little bar, just slide it. Yeah.
Oh, there we
Yep.
go. And then
Yeah,
just
so
have you
now,
talking through Black Hole.
yeah, so now they should be able to hear me without the echo.
Okay. Leslie, is that better? Let us know if it's better. God bless
Should
us.
be.
Santi is
Yes.
better. Yay! Thanks, Les.
Awesome.
Thanks, Santasia. Oh my god.
Yay.
I've got you live on chat to answer all of my tech issues.
Yeah.
This is my dream stream. I'm just waiting for some fans, some friends. Oh, we've got four people in chat. We've
Awesome.
got 4 viewers. Um Okay, well, I think we should just start. People will join and I'll remind them as they come. So, hi, Les. Thanks for coming, Les. You're so cute. Um, if you're in chat, guys, if you're watching, guys, say hello to us. So, okay, today, as part of my Girl Gamer series, as you guys know, I interview girl gamers every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 1 p.m. in LA where I am. And it's 4 p.m. where Santasia is. So, yeah, Santasia is my mod. And we have gone through this Twitch journey very much together.
Yes.
And we've become friends, and it's just a crazy thing to me that I'm like, we just never would have met. Like, how would we have met? We live in completely different cities and have completely different lives. And
hmm
it's just a crazy example of what like gaming can do. Like, you just meet so many different people, right?
Right. Like it's really crazy just to think about like in general how the internet can just bring so many people together that you would normally never see or even hear of.
No, I know. It's so fucking wild. Hi, Rainbow. Yeah, it blows my mind. So I'm really excited to have you on. We've been meaning to do this for a while. The last time we ended up, I wouldn't have met Santi without Mirand. That's so funny, Leslie. My best friend calls me Mirand. Um,
Aw.
so I'm really excited to talk to you. Something that is I know about you is like you know how to fix everything. You're so IT savvy. like you obviously are a very smart girl. You're a photographer, so I'm sure that like photography is such a technical medium. So I'm sure that that's kind of a part of it. Like it's artistry, but it's also very technical.
Right. I don't know. I feel like I can like troubleshoot things pretty easily, and if I don't know how to do it, I'm just Google. Google, YouTube, or like your best friends. But yeah,
Are you like a person that like wants to fix it yourself? Like is that your thing?
it really just depends on what it is. But if I can fix things by myself, then yeah, that's the way I like to go. Or if I could talk to my friends about it and see if they know anything.
Yeah, I get that. I really do get that. That's a great way to be. I am not that way. I'm like, someone do it for me. Like I'm definitely and I find it also overwhelming. So that's so interesting that you are like that. Sorry, I keep getting logged out. So okay. So firstly, tell me about you. I feel like I'm gonna learn things about you in this stream that I didn't know.
Well, I'm Santasia. Hi. I also stream on Twitch,
Yes.
and right now we're playing through Resident Evil Village, which is a super scary game. I let my chat pick a reward for our sponsorship that we did, so that was fun. That was the reward that they chose.
Is you playing
Um,
that game?
yeah, it's really scary. It's an interesting game. I like the story behind it and everything, but I do not enjoy being scared.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Also, just FYI, I don't know if I guess I don't have to have the headset on. Oh, sorry, guys. Apologies. I
Oh,
guess I don't have to have the headset on if I'm just like if I'm not hearing myself through it, right? Like, because I'm hearing you through the computer.
oh, you didn't mute your speakers then.
Oh,
It's okay if you want to just do it this way.
is it?
If they can't hear me through like echoey, then that's fine if that's okay with you.
Yeah, no, I was like, what have I done today that's different? Fuck, okay, that's what's different. I'm such a dummy. Okay.
No, you're fine.
Sorry to interrupt you, Santasia. Gilfriend, hello. I'm from Santi's community. Hi. Potion not sus. Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Good
Gilfred.
good to have you guys. Okay, sorry, sorry. Oh my god, I'm calling someone else's name. Tell me, to continue your story. So you've been playing Mortal Evil or whatever?
I'm playing Resident Evil, yeah.
Resident Evil?
Yeah, we're gonna be playing that again tomorrow. So I do Twitch, and then I also am a photographer, as you said, and I actually just photographed a wedding a couple weeks ago. I'm working through editing all of those pictures, and today I'm gonna be doing a pride photo shoot for some friends, so I'm really
Oh, that's
excited for that.
so cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And you're a married woman.
I am.
How long have you been married?
Um, 3 years now?
3 years.
Almost 3 years? Yeah, almost 3 years.
Wow, that's so crazy to me. What's it like being married?
Really, no different. I mean, we were living together and stuff before we officially got married. Really, it's just the legal stuff, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Is it fun saying I have like a husband though?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's just the same to me.
Yeah, yeah. I think it sounds so fun, but I guess it's the same as having a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It's really no different. Well, legally it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, legally it's different.
Yeah.
Taxes and insurance.
Oh, yes. Yes, you got to get that health insurance.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's tell everyone how we met. Tell the story.
Oh, so okay. I work different conventions locally. So I met Carolina Ravassa, which is she's the voice of Raze in Valorant and also Sombra in Overwatch. I met her, I've like talked to her a couple times. So I watched her stream because I really enjoy her as a person. I think she's awesome entertainer. And then Miranda came on Carolina's stream as one of her guests, and Miranda was talking about starting up her own Twitch and needed a mod. So I was like, hey, I'll be a mod if you need one. And that's how it happened.
Isn't that crazy? And it was so funny because before we went live, I was talking to Carolina and I was like, she was explaining to me what a moderator is. And I was like, oh yeah, I want to start a Twitch. She was like, yeah, you have to you don't have to, but like you should get a mod, you know? Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, well, I'll just ask people in the stream and then if people will apply. And I was like, what? Like, that's good. It's going to work like that? And she was like, yeah. And then all these people DM'd me, but I knew that I wanted it to be a woman. So I was like, I picked you.
I remember messaging Macy and she passed my name along to you.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I think is Macy Carolina's?
Yeah, she's one of Carolina's mods.
Yes, that's so funny. Imagine how her Firefox feels modding everyone on Twitch. What does that mean?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Firefox is the browser I use. I don't use Google Chrome or anything.
Oh, right. So you mod for me, do you mod for other people?
I mod for a lot of people, yeah.
Oh my god. How do you do it? Do you like doing it?
I do. I enjoy modding. It's really fun to just like hang out in different people's chats and make sure everyone's behaving.
Yeah.
Answering unban requests is my favorite thing to do. People get really salty when you ban them, and it's really fun to just take the little ban pan and go whack right on the face to them, you know?
Yeah, I was like, God, after last week, I was like, praise God for moderators. Like, I mean, you do so much behind the scenes. I'm sure it's like, and I think, okay, so with me, you had to start with someone who's doesn't understand Twitch, doesn't, like, literally knows nothing. Like, y'all, I knew zero. Like, I look back now and I'm like, I mean, I even now don't fully get it, but I, like, look back now and I'm like, far out. Like, it was bold of me to think I could do that, you know? But, do you feel like most people that, you start modding for, like, are you helping them with IT stuff, or are most of them people like you?
So a lot of them, when I started modding for them, they already had their Twitch up and going, but we always bounce ideas back and forth off of each other, and if we have any problems, we always help each other out. I do know there's, like, one of my friends I started modding for, we met each other, like, right at the start of our Twitch goal, or Twitch, what do you call it? Adventure, I guess you would say. But yeah, like, when we both started streaming on Twitch, my brain just, like, dropped all the words out of my head right now.
Yep.
But yeah, we both started streaming, like, right at the same time.
You and me?
We met each other, like, within our first, like, week. And
you and me?
we just... No.
Oh.
One of my friends, or, like, that I started modding for. She had a lot of problems at the start, and I had some issues, and we just bounced ideas off of each other, and her boyfriend at the time was also, like, learning how to do Twitch along with her, so it was cool to just, like, learn things together and help each other out.
Yeah, I totally get that, you guys. I just have to, I'm laughing so hard because I made a new friend, his name is Mike, and he just said, oh my god, Miranda, this is your fabulous new friend, Mike, and I am here to support my chaotic Australian queen.
Oh.
I am such a chaotic Australian queen, and I really, literally, I mean, I don't know about the queen part, but I'm a chaotic and Australian, and that just made me laugh so hard. Yeah, so I think, like, but I feel like for you just already had, like, you already understood so much of it, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure, were you watching a lot of Twitch before you started streaming? Like, was that something you were very into?
I actually only watched one friend on Twitch before I started streaming myself. But
Really?
so yeah, so
and now all you do is fucking watch Twitch.
yeah, that's all I do is just watch my friends and I stream myself, and yeah. I didn't know, like, any of the back end stuff of Twitch until, like, one day I was like, I kind of want to do this, and then I was like, hey, like, to one of my friends, I was like, hey, how do I do this real quick? You have 5 minutes because I wanted to stream an event in game. It's like, you have 5 minutes to teach me everything I need to know about how to set my OBS really fast.
Dude, it took us like 2 hours.
I know, so we set up really, really fast, and I streamed that game event, and that was my very first stream. It was like a chaotic, just mess of a stream.
Yeah. Were you nervous?
No, I knew nobody was gonna show up because I didn't tell anybody, and it was literally just us the entire time, just having fun trying to figure out how to stream on Twitch.
Yeah, no, totally. God, I was so nervous. I was not necessarily nervous to talk to y'all. I was just nervous to like screw up, like to do something wrong. And then I remember like the second stream where we had like audio problems. I think Zachy was there. And I just like, do you remember how stressed I was? Like I was so stressed. And now if something goes wrong, I'm like, like I would just like, worst case scenario, we end the stream and start again in 5 minutes when we figure it out. But it's so just like, it's once you get used to just being in your bedroom and talking to people and not necessarily knowing who is watching you, it's like actually really not that weird of an experience, but it kind of is when you think about it. Like I'm just like here with you, right? And then like we're just talking and people are watching. It's just, it is strange.
It's a lot of fun though.
It's
and
so fun.
like what you said about like if things go wrong, like yeah, the worst that's gonna happen is you just end for a few minutes and then come right back, and it's really nothing to worry about. Tech issues happen all the time. Is it a Twitch stream if nothing goes wrong?
Right. Yeah, and I remember you telling me like even really big creators have like, you know, people like things go wrong, like big creators that have like a ton of viewers that probably really get tech, probably really get their setup. I have to tell you, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday who's like a business person basically, and we were talking about like, you know, my Twitch and like what I'm doing with it and stuff, and I was talking about, you know, me interviewing girl gamers and stuff like that. We had a chat and he was like saying to me like, I really think that you need to start playing games. Like I feel like people would really like want to see that. And I was like, I don't know, I'm really bad. And he was like, well, it would probably take like 2 weeks for you to learn, like if you really fucking sat down and really tried, like. And I was like, no, I'd have to buy a PC, I'd have to like do the whole thing. And he was like, well, I'll pay for it as an investment.
Wait, really?
And he was like, I'll just pay for it and then we'll just, you know, if it goes well you can pay me back, if not, whatever. And I was like,
oh my gosh,
what? I know, it's so weird because you're like, I don't know if I would actually like let someone pay for it, but I don't know, like how much would it cost to set up a PC? Like the whole thing would be like $1,000, right?
Yeah, you could get a pretty decent one around like 1,200-ish. Right now the issue is like chipsets and GPUs can be really expensive, especially the GPU. Like the GPU is your graphics card. It's what runs like the visuals and like everything on your computer, basically, in layman's terms.
Yeah.
That right there, it has gone up like triple in price since the whole pandemic started, and it's really, really terrible time to try and buy a PC right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because people talk about how they built one for like $500, and I'm like, what is that? Like, what does that even mean? Like, they just built it from themselves?
Yeah, I built my two PCs. Like I had my first one and then I rebuilt it. I pretty much, yeah, I rebuilt the entire PC basically. So like the one I'm running off of right now, I built myself with the help of a friend, but yeah.
Damn, that is so crazy to me. Yeah, I mean, it's just like such a like overwhelming, crazy concept. But I will say that one thing that I want to do is like go I don't even know how this would work, but say it was you, I would like go to your house. Obviously, we can't do this. We don't live in the same city. But I would like go to your house and then I would like sit and watch you stream on a PC. And like I could be on mic with you and watch you like main SKYE, or even like not even just main SKYE, but like stream with someone and watch them play. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I kind of want to do it like that. Anyway, I'm getting really off topic, but these
No, you're fine.
These are like all things that I was like just thinking about yesterday. So anyway, if you guys have any input or advice, let me know on how I should do it. So how did you become interested in gaming? Tell me about that.
Oh gosh. I grew up a Nintendo person. I don't even know how it happened, but I know like my dad had like the NES and the Super NES, and he gamed on those, right? And then I got like the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color, and then he got the Nintendo 64, and I don't know how like when I started playing games, but those were all my starting consoles.
Yeah. I feel like that's like pretty common.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But like the Nintendo 64 is what I remember the most of, and then I had like all of the Nintendo consoles except for the Wii, unfortunately. I didn't have the Wii or the Virtual Boy, but so I grew up on Nintendo things, and then we got like a family computer eventually, like with no internet, that I just played like the CD games on.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like I remember
Mario Kart.
like Zoot. I remember like Zoo Tycoon, like Roller Coaster Tycoon, The Sims, Barbie games, and all that stuff.
Barbie
And then
games. That would have been the best.
and then once we got the internet, when I got into high school, is when I started playing things like RuneScape and Puzzle Pirates and Neopets and all of those games with people online. So it kind of like introduced me more into like the online gaming world. And then when I got to college, I met my husband, and he got me into League of Legends, and that's just kind of how it took off.
I love that. Oh my god. I feel like Valorant's going to be the next League of Legends.
It might be. They're two totally different games.
But
like
just in terms of like lore and stuff, you know?
Oh, it could be. I mean, League of Legends will probably never die, but
Oh no,
Valorant.
I don't mean instead of. I just mean like I feel like it could become that status.
Gotcha, yeah. I really hope that they expand upon the lore of Valorant. Like they're starting to bring more of the lore out, especially with the duality video that they just released like a week or so ago. And I think that's amazing. And I really hope that they continue to build upon that, because I would love to learn more about the lore of Valorant.
Yeah, no, totally. From what I've heard from like Sinprel and you know, just I feel like from the way that they're releasing trailers and stuff and what I'm hearing, I think that is definitely the plan. But I think the focus is probably a little bit on esports, and I think that which makes sense, obviously. And I think it's probably really it's such an undertaking, right? Like I think it's like it's a huge undertaking to create this world, and it'll be really interesting to see what they do with it. But I do think that they're going to start focusing more on the lore and telling us about the backstories of characters, because I would love to know myself, you know.
Yeah, and I don't know if they will ever really release much on like Omen or Cypher, but I think those are the two I want to know the most about, because they're just so mysterious.
I know, me too. I love those two characters. One of the writers just had a birthday, and so they got all the characters in Valorant, all the voice actors, to make a video for the writer. And everyone was in the video, like, doing their voices of their characters, and it was crazy to just see.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, to just see all the voice actors and, like, it's just like, wow, they're just like, you know, Cypher and Omen, like, they just have their voices are insane. Like, I can't imagine singing that graphic and being like, okay, I'm going to make the voice sound like this. You know? It's very creative.
Right. They have amazing talents. That's all I can say about them. Like they just amazing talent.
It is. It's really amazing. Hi, Z Marlins. Thanks for liking Skylaw. Hi, Orange Dee. Here's my mug. It's not very exciting, B, but I'm feeling like blue day. Blue day. Okay, so that's cool. So what are you trying to do now, like, with your Twitch? Like, are you trying to balance your Twitch and your photography? Like, is your goal to just live off both of those things?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much do that now. I also own a farm, so I have that
What?
income as well. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I inherited it from my grandpa.
Oh, that's so
So
sweet.
yeah. So I
Oh,
live off of the three of these things, and it's a lot of fun, I think.
yeah. So did you sell the farm, or you just, like, rent it out, or?
We can't sell it yet. I don't know what I want to do with it in the future, but we have a manager right now who just rents it out and just get income off of that.
Oh, that's so beautiful. How cool. Is it beautiful out there?
It is. It's out in the country and it's really pretty.
Oh, that's so nice. So your goal is to just really, do you feel like you're kind of really like doing what you want to do now? Like, do you feel like, oh, I have this goal? Or are you just like, I'm making a living streaming and doing photography?
I mean, eventually I want both of those things to take off more, if that makes sense. Like, I definitely want to get like better at photography, get better at streaming, and have both of those aspects of my life take off more, so I can just do those things for the rest of my life. I don't know. I
Yeah.
really, obviously, I don't know if I can stream for the rest of my life because we don't know what the future of streaming is going to be. But at least for photography, like people are gonna want pictures always, I think. So
Yeah, for sure.
that I for sure want to make that like the best I can be with photography and get that going off the ground more, you know?
Um, what do you think the future of streaming will be?
I have no idea. I mean, if you would have asked me like 10 years ago what the future of YouTube would be, I would have never have guessed that YouTube would even have streaming or that Twitch would be around. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I think it probably was around like 14 years ago, but I was just using 10 years ago as like just a number. But yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
would have
No,
asked me
totally.
before
I don't
this.
think you could. I mean, I don't know if Twitch was around, but I don't think you could stream on YouTube 10 years ago. That's a pretty new
Oh no, I
feature.
don't think so. Yeah, like I don't streaming in general, I don't know how long it's been around, but just before it was even thought of, like I would never have even, in my wildest dreams have said, yeah, in the future people are gonna pay me to play games while they sit there and watch at home. Like
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you're like, you're obviously great at it, but you're not like, this isn't your professional career. You know what I mean? You're not like, get me on an esports team. But yet people
right.
will pay to watch you play. It is a crazy thing. No,
Right.
life is very unexpected.
It is, but I'm so thankful for Twitch because like the main thing that I want out of Twitch is to build a community of people who are like kind and accepting and loving of each other and just have a community of people who are all there for each other and just a bunch of friends, you know, just hanging out and talking, having fun together. And that's what we've been doing. It's really cool to see that.
Mhm. Mhm. No, I totally get that. I think, yeah, I can completely understand. I think it's very true. Like, you want to keep connecting with those people. I felt that way when I was starting my community, and you and I talked about, what our values were and like what we, socially, morally, and you and I have the same kind of views and values and stuff. And you want to make sure that like every community feels accepted and that, it's an inclusive community and that everyone's like nice to each other. Like, I just like the internet is so astoundingly brutal and tough and hard to navigate, and people say awful things to each other, and you know, you gotta, I just think, like, I just really, like, want people to be kind to each other, and I think you feel the same way. It's just so, it's like life is hard enough. Like, people don't need to be so mean to each other on the internet.
That's one thing I never understand. Like, what makes somebody go out of their way to just be mean to somebody and tear them down? Like, what inside of somebody's brain just says, yeah, this is a good idea? Like, what?
I know. It's actually insane. I literally had this conversation with my best friend last night. We were just talking about, like, people getting cancelled on the internet and, like, people, like, you know, sending people death threats and stuff, and it's just like it's just very crazy. And I think we're seeing that through TikTok, that culture is really playing out. Hopefully it takes a turn, but I think you and I both want to, like, lead with kindness, you know?
Yes, I definitely agree with that.
Lead with love. My question thing is about to hang on, I might have to go and get my charger. Hang on.
You're fine.
I'm going to have to just awkwardly... Oh, wait, where is it? Oh, it's down here. Okay. I'll be 2 seconds. Okay, so you play Valorant, right?
Yeah, I do. We actually were playing it last night.
Who do you main? I know you don't main SKYE. It's okay.
Well, I was trying to main SKYE before I met Leslie.
Oh, really? Oh, but is she, like, really good at it?
Yeah, I played SKYE, like, almost every single game, and then I started playing with Leslie. Leslie main SKYE, so I always let her play SKYE.
Oh,
and,
I got it.
Yeah,
do you do Killjoy?
Yeah, I play Killjoy, Sage, and now I've started to play Raze as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's funny, I was like, I felt like you were a Killjoy main. I'm like, I can see that.
Before SKYE came out, I was a Killjoy main for sure.
Yeah, I can totally see that you would have, like, connected with her.
I actually cosplay as her. I'm trying to finish that up.
Oh, cool. You'll have to send it to me. Oh my god, are you going to put it on TikTok?
Eventually maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think they've come out with like a professional SKYE one, right? Have they?
No, I haven't seen anybody selling one online. Like, most of the time people just make their own.
Yeah, exactly. I've, like, Googled it. Occasionally I'll Google it and just check if any of the cosplay stores have, like, a SKYE costume. I mean, I would
I'll
buy
Google
it.
Right now.
I would have to, right? Like,
yeah, unless you want to pay somebody to make it.
I guess I could do that, right?
Which, actually, if you talk to Riot, they might have somebody make it for you if you could figure out some, like, promotional deal with it. Because I know Riot, if I remember correctly, has done that in the past. I think that they did it as a promotional stunt with, like, professional cosplayers. Don't quote me on that. But I know, like, Blizzard has done that for, like, Carolina and Anjali.
Yeah.
So, you never know. It's worth a shot.
It's worth a shot. Yeah. They emailed me the other day saying that they were like, we've been looking at your socials. And I was like, oh my god. I was like,
Oh,
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Oh, you know what? I'm Googling it right now. It looks like they are starting to come out with SKYE cosplays.
Shut up! Oh my god!
I see a couple on here. They're not like the super best ones, but that's a start.
Holy moly. Can you send me the link?
Yeah, I'll send it to you after stream.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Z Marlin said, SKYE is like buff as hell. You're gonna need to do 700 push-ups a day for a month. Hey! Look at that.
Yeah, you got some muscles. Look at that.
No, I got nothing. So how often are you streaming on Twitch at the moment?
I try to stream, what is it, 4 days? Let's see, we got Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Yeah, I try to do 4 days a week. This week's an odd week because we have some friends from out of state here, and I've been spending time with them. But, yeah, no, I try to do 4 times a week.
Yeah, okay. Does that feel like a lot? Or do you, like, does that feel like a lot or no?
It really just depends on what all I have going on that week that I end up streaming those days. Like sometimes it feels like a lot, sometimes it feels like it's been forever since I last streamed. I don't, it really depends on what all I've been doing that week, you know?
Uh-huh, uh-huh, right. And do you have, like, a favorite game to play?
So I'm a variety streamer. What I normally do on Tuesdays and Thursdays is I play through games like story-based games or platformers or something like that that like has an end goal to it. Um, the games like Valorant, Overwatch, and stuff like that. I play those on stream on occasion when I do collaborations with other people. But so I do like playthroughs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Fridays I try to do interview streams, and then Sundays we do community games where I play games that the viewers can join in on, like Jackbox or Scriblio or Gartic Phone, stuff like that.
Never heard of
Yeah.
those words.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. The chat will know what I'm talking about.
It's like, dude, I don't know how you do it. I feel like, I don't know. I guess, I mean, I'm just doing so many things that sometimes I feel overwhelmed by streaming. Like, I found trying to do those 2 streams a week when I was trying to do, Terror Tuesday, or previously named Moody Monday, I found that, like, you know, it felt like a lot. But I guess now I should probably start doing 2 streams again.
It's really up to you and what your schedule is and what you can mentally and physically handle. Like every person is different and they can handle different things. So it
Yeah.
really depends on what you want to do and what you can handle, you know?
Yeah, totally, totally. Well, I mean, let's be honest, I'm not really, I'm not doing that much. So probably should. Unless I book one of these movies or something. So do you see, more and more girls getting involved in gaming?
Um, I mean, I don't know. So, like growing up, I was always surrounded just by games and I would always play games with other girls, I mean, as well as boys. But like I never really saw the whole like it's only a boys thing until I started streaming. Like
Right.
that honestly was really the time when I like started feeling the hate as a female gamer. I mean, I guess I kind of did a few times in Overwatch when I would talk on voice, but not a whole lot.
Right.
Um, but I mean, so when I went to college, I went to college for a teaching degree, and so a lot of my peers weren't really nerdy. They weren't gamers. They didn't really understand that thing. So I guess in that aspect, I was surrounded by people, by females who didn't game. But yeah, I never really saw the whole like I'm a girl, I shouldn't play games type thing. So I when people ask me that question, I really don't know how to answer it other than I've always played games with girls. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that, okay, so a better phrasing of that question might be, do you see it being normalized more, like, in society that women play games?
Oh, I honestly think that 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 has been a thing that's been happening more. Like people have um like companies, I guess you should say, have been putting more females in like their marketing, like in their videos and in their pictures that they post online and stuff like that. And I don't know if it's just the group of people I surround myself with now, but more people I feel like bring up gaming in conversations, like females bring up more gaming in conversations more, and like I get asked by more females if I game. So yeah, I think that like mainstream wise, it has kind of been marketed more towards females a little bit more. Probably still marketed more towards males a little bit, but Yeah.
No,
I
totally.
have seen that shift.
Do I mean, you can answer this question probably better than anyone. Obviously, as a moderator, like your job is kind of to handle chat and to handle what can be, negative comments, trolls. Do you have, like, how does that affect you? How does that make you feel? Do you feel like you've seen a decrease, an increase? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
So, as a mod, not as a streamer, strictly as a mod, I do notice that all of the females I mod for get like 100% more trolls than all the males that mod for. Um, and when the males do get trolls, it's not about them being male, it's not about their body. It's more like, hey, you're stupid, or like they come in with some like quote unquote hot take that's like really off in the left field. Like you just automatically just ban them, like whatever. But like with the females that I mod for, a lot of them are also in the LGBT community.
Mm.
So they go after that. They go after their body. They go after the fact that they're a female playing a video game because why is a girl playing a video game? They're going after just anything that they possibly can to make them feel uncomfortable. And like the sexual harassment on Twitch from trolls is insane. Like I have no idea. Like the trolls between the females and the males is just night and day. It's crazy the things that they get trolled for, like comparing the two. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that guy last week was definitely the first time where I experienced like a really high level aggressive like experience of that, and like the commenting and then the blocking and then creating new accounts and the messages, like, and it is, and it was interesting because we talked, obviously I was speaking last week to Morgan who works for Riot as a game dev, and we were talking about that, and it is very interesting. Like it's a problem, and I don't know what the answer is. I don't know how you overcome it. I think visibility is probably the best way to overcome it. Like we just keep existing and showcasing that women play games, that women exist in this community, that they run companies, that like it's like that's all you can really do, I guess. Like I don't know what else the answer is.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I think though a big part of that is if you see somebody doing that, or if you are on a game and somebody's talking in voice, like call them out. Don't just sit there and listen to this person like verbally abuse another person. Like call them out. Especially if you're a guy and it's a guy that's doing the trolling. Like
Mm-hmm.
guys will listen to other guys more. If
Mm-hmm.
you are the girl and you're getting abused on voice comms in a game and you try to stand up for yourself, it's just gonna make it worse. But if you are somebody else on the same team, especially a male, like call them out. Tell them to stop. Tell them they're being a dick. Like just do it. Because they're
Yeah.
gonna listen to you. They're gonna listen to you, or if they don't, report them and they'll get banned. So,
Yeah, it's tough. And I mean, I will say, like, I feel, and I had this conversation, I had a lot of conversations last week after what happened on my stream. I had conversations with people, and I will say that I know Riot, if this is happening while you're playing Valorant and you report someone, Riot will endeavor to protect their players as much as they can, and Riot like really don't stand for that kind of culture, and they're really they're trying to protect their players and stuff. So I definitely report it. And I guess you have to just, like, all you can really do, and this is how I deal with, I mean, I don't really get so much hate on socials anymore. Occasionally I do, but it's not really that bad. But like, take a break. Like if you feel like it's affecting your mental health, like I think that all you can really do is take a break and just remember it is a small number of people, and most people like couldn't give a shit if a girl plays a game. They're like, cool, that sounds great, whatever. you know?
Right.
It's so,
Exactly.
it's if it bothers you, like, look inward.
Right.
It does
Like
not make sense.
I don't that's like I don't understand all like misogyny and stuff like that. Like we're all people, we're all humans, unless some of you are aliens. But you
Yeah,
know,
well, yeah, that's, I mean, when are they releasing this this report by the Pentagon? Do you know?
I don't know. I never like looked into that. I just saw people posting on social media like, "Oh, the government has to release stuff about aliens on the first." I'm like, I don't know if that's about, but whatever.
Yeah, well,
I never like
Trump
looked
said
into
they
it.
had to. Like and they have admitted that they're gonna release. The Pentagon said they were gonna release the files that they have on aliens. So it's at some point in June. They're gonna acknowledge that aliens exist. I'm serious. I'm not
Oh
kidding. It's like
man.
been on like the news, like CNN and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not looked into it, so I can't really speak on like any of that fact, but yeah. I mean, if they can release that stuff, that'd be cool to learn about.
Oh, it'd be so cool. I definitely think there are aliens. Um, so what do you think it for the future of like what do you hope or what do you think will happen in the future of Valorant? Or gaming doesn't have to be Valorant at all. Like just gaming, like what do you see happening?
Oh, what do I see happening in the future of gaming in general? Like, oh, that's such a broad question. I don't know, honestly. Like, I kind of see virtual reality kind of getting more of a
Mm.
spotlight these days.
Yeah,
So
for
I'm
sure.
kind of wondering if they're going to somehow incorporate like just your normal everyday PC gaming into something more real like that. Also,
Mm-hmm.
like virtual reality games, they now have their own like gaming league. Um, I
Really?
you can like go on YouTube and you can watch like they have their own gaming league now, like professional sports.
Mm.
It's really cool. But there's so much technology like advancement with the VR just from just a couple years ago to now. It's
Yeah.
insane what they've done. It's absolutely insane. And like there's even like Twitch streamers that will stream their VR games and it's really cool to watch how they incorporate like green screen technology in where you can put like your like the video of your body into the game so people can see like what you're actually doing in real life versus what you're like controlling in the game. It's
Yeah.
really cool. So I honestly think that virtual reality or some aspect of making the games more real is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I mean, I watch anime, so like Log Horizon and Sword Art Online and anime like that, like I honestly don't think that's too far off from what might happen in the future.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I did a VR feature film in Australia and it was called The Dream Channel. And it was a really interesting experience from a performative perspective, just the way that they shot it and how quickly we were able to get it done because there's one camera and it's almost like a theater performance. You kind of act in a space around a camera and it's really just resetting the set and everything, redressing the set. It was very interesting. But also in 2017, I went to Cannes, the film festival in France, and they had a VR division there, and they were showing VR films, and I feel like, you know, even like since then the technology has changed, but I kind of don't feel like VR is like really found its space yet. Like I don't feel like it's fully like got the mainstream audience that it might get in the next 5 to 10 years, you know?
Maybe I just am in a different group of people, but a lot of people that I've talked to either are wanting a headset or already have a headset, and you can go to Walmart and pick up an Oculus right now for $200. Like
Right.
it's that accessible that you can just walk out and go get yourself a VR headset. Now, I don't think it's to the point right now to where what we have right this minute is gonna be like the future of gaming. I think that what we have right now is more of like a stepping stone on the path to what the future of gaming might be. And I can't say exactly like what the future is gonna look like in gaming, but I think that VR is gonna have something to do with it, or like making the games more real at somehow. It might not be exactly
Yeah.
VR, like I don't know, something is gonna happen in that realm.
No, 100%. You're so on the money with that, and that's such a good answer. VR is definitely where it's probably most likely heading. Also, shout out to Juggler. Is that Tim? Is that or
Yep,
yeah?
that's Tim.
Hi Tim. Hi darling. VR Valorant would be very cool. Leslie Bear. Adam786 said, yo, what's up, my dude? Guys, if you're not already, follow me. Follow my girl, Simply Santasia. We're just having a little chat. She's my mod, so we're just connecting and hanging out. Okay, so what have you learned about yourself from streaming?
Oh man. I guess I've learned more about how to like talk to people, I suppose. Because I don't know, but like before COVID, I wasn't like really that great at keeping conversations, I guess, or like starting conversations. But I feel like the lack of being around people during COVID made that much worse. So once I
Right.
started streaming in October, I had to relearn not only where I was, but also how to just make conversation out of thin air, which is not like a thing that I'm good at. I'm still struggling with that, but I feel like I've learned how to do that more so. So yes, that. I've also learned about myself, I guess, that I have to be around people. Like I
Really?
just oh yeah, like whether it's online or in person, like if I'm not around somebody that day, I feel weird. I just feel down, I guess.
Yeah.
I have to have contact with somebody either online or in person.
Of
Like
course.
it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I need people.
Yeah, well, humans are like a communal species. Like we're supposed. You're not supposed to experience life alone. You're supposed to experience life with others. You know, I feel like that's
Mhm.
the whole point.
Right. And I also learn, I guess, more of what types of games I do and don't like as well.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's great. That's great. That's a good answer. And I think a lot of people, like you have like maybe have well not maybe definitely have all these tech skills, all these great like logistical skills, right, like that you could put into practice, and like maybe don't have. I mean, I think you have excellent social skills, but maybe feel like you don't, or it doesn't come to you as naturally as the other stuff. And I think I'm the opposite. Like, I could talk under wet cement. I could have a conversation with anyone. Like, I'm very, like, just constantly chatty, extroverted kind of person. But the other stuff is just, like, no idea what I'm doing, you know?
Oh yeah, social skills are definitely learned, and like I don't know, I from a young age it's very easy to mask different aspects of my personality and like just the way I am, I guess. But yeah, social skills the main thing I had to learn or like learn new aspects of for streaming.
Right. Yeah, no, totally. I mean, I hear that from people all the time. It's not something that comes, easily or naturally for everyone. It's very much like a personality type, and I completely get that. That honestly makes a lot of sense to me. One of my closest friends. Woo, sorry. The window's open. It's like kind of windy outside, and I'm like, what's going on? Um, One of my closest friends, she struggles with stuff like that, and we talk about it a lot, and I know it's like for her something she thinks about a lot, and it's just I think it's interesting. We're
Yeah,
we're all
it's definitely
different.
interesting like how different people either innately have the social skills or how they learn them. It's definitely interesting to learn that about different people and like discuss that.
Yeah, 100%. No, totally. What do you wish that you knew before you started streaming?
Um, Before I started streaming, I wish I would have known that it's more than just clicking a button and playing a game for people. Like,
Right.
there's so much that goes into streaming and the background and keeping up a community. Like, it's so time consuming and it's actually just mentally exhausting. And that's one thing I never knew, like how mentally, and sometimes physically exhausting streaming can be. And I don't think people actually realize that before they start streaming or as a viewer. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's why people take breaks is because it is just so exhausting and time consuming. You have to take breaks.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
100%. No, I completely understand. It's so yeah, it's a lot. I feel that way less so with Twitch, but I feel that way with social media. Like I feel like
Mm,
trying to keep up with posting like TikToks or like even just cameos, like cameos kind of trickle in from me day by day. As people like order them and stuff, and it's just like this it's constantly keeping up with something or posting or responding to people. There's this expectation, on you to respond and like it's tough. It's and sometimes you feel very like you can feel exposed in a way. I don't know if you feel like that, but you can feel like I don't know, like you're like, oh wow, there's I don't know. It's just I can't put into words what I mean by that, but sometimes I feel like it can be quite a vulnerable experience putting yourself out there that much, you know?
yeah, and you're putting yourself out into a world of people that you don't know anything about. They don't know anything about you, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't know what they're gonna do with that.
Yeah, yeah. And if they're gonna, criticize you and you're having like a weird day and you're feeling like a little insecure and then someone says something mean and you're like spiraling and it's very
hmm
yeah, it can be super hard. Um
There's been days where like I felt really down, like either about like just something random or about like myself, or I feel very insecure about like maybe the way I look or just in general my like head isn't in it. And I sometimes I'll cancel stream if I feel that way, but there's other times like a couple weeks ago I felt that way and I went ahead with the stream and it ended up like being around my community and all my friends helped lift my spirits a little bit.
mhm.
And
Yeah.
also afterwards, one of my friends, I was talking to him in somebody else's stream, they said like, "Hey, I noticed this, and that's why I was in there like chatting with you." And then they started giving me like all these compliments and like saying how much they appreciate me and appreciate me still doing it even though like I wasn't feeling that, like that not only did they help me, but like I helped them that day too. Like you never
Mhm.
know like whose life you're gonna touch, whether you're a viewer or a streamer. Like it's really crazy.
No, that is so interesting. Yeah, like I've definitely felt that way before. Like sometimes I don't want to stream, and then well, you and I were talking this morning, and I was saying to you like I'm so slow this morning. I had like this is a weird thing to say, but I had like really bad nightmares last night, and so I woke up this morning and I was just like kind of like what the heck? Like it was just like I was like oh I don't know. It's like a weird feeling, you know. And so I was running behind. I like overslept because I had really bad quality of sleep and yeah, I totally get it. I was like, but now that I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you, I mean, I just feel like I'm speaking to a friend, it's not. And that conversation and that connecting with someone makes things lighter.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
Also, Queen Mads said it can be scary losing a chunk of your privacy when you're on social media and streaming. And I think that you
hmm
really, Queen Mads, really accurately worded what I was trying to say very inarticulately earlier. And that is how I feel. I think I talked about this a lot last week. One of my best friends is an influencer and she's the best and she's got a really big following. And I feel like she's got a massive following. She's had stalkers and like weird stuff happen to her, and we just kind of talked about it. And there is a sense of like losing your privacy a little bit, and like wondering like where it starts and where it ends, and like what you should be trying to protect or not protect. I don't know, it can be a weird experience. Or I feel like something that I think about all the time is how I'm being perceived by others. Like, you know, are people thinking, oh, she's an idiot or she's stupid or like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I think sometimes I worry about that.
No, I totally get that. Like that's one thing that I guess I fully didn't think about, like all the different things on all of my different social medias. Like I have my personal social media, I have my photography social medias, which I haven't posted to in like a year, and then I also have like my streaming social medias and stuff like that. And I actually like one of the biggest worries of mine is somebody finding out where I live.
Yeah, you
I
said
have
that to me. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I have a background, like my personal history, like of things going down with that aspect of my life of people like finding me and just yeah. Anyway, not gonna go into much of that. But that scares me. And so I had Leslie one night try to see if she could find a way to find where I live, just to see if there's any way that somebody could potentially do that. And within a couple minutes, she found my entire address, like just off of what I have posted on all my social medias. And so I had to go through and like change a few things, and like it was just an eye opener of the littlest things that you could find on anything that you post online can lead to something that you don't want people to find.
Yeah, girl. No, I totally get it. I totally get it. This is something that Zachy said to me from the beginning. He talked to me about privacy, and I really think about it too. And like I know people in my life have had issues, you know, from being like, I'm just gonna close the window. Be 2 seconds.
No, you're fine.
It's just making a lot of noise. From them being people that are like, you know, themselves streamers, sorry, not streamers, like actors or, you know, people that are like low-key famous or whatever, like, and I think like that's something that they've had to deal with, and it's like anyone, especially in the gaming community, can get like a crazy fan or whatever, like, you know, think that they have a personal connection with you. It's pretty scary. You got to protect your identity. I definitely think I'm going to start being more aware of stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. That's always something in the back of my head whenever I post anything. I was like, if I post this, is this going to tell anybody any information that I don't want them to know about myself? And I always have to stop myself and be like, yeah, let's just find the post or whatever. Like I'm okay with whatever is in this, and yeah, sometimes it makes you think though.
No, totally. Yeah, God, it's so hard, especially because I feel like I like have stepped more into, you know, obviously streaming and making content and stuff on social media, and it's definitely like it's an exposing experience, and sometimes I feel like, especially weirdly, like if I have a day where I make TikToks and then I kind of post the TikToks, sometimes afterwards I'll feel this like sense of like what was that for? Like I just think you always want to be making sure that you're not doing things for validation. Like that's
Right.
a really dangerous space to be in, is to be seeking out validation through social media. I will even say, as an artist, as a voice artist and an actor, if I was seeking validation through my career, which I have done at many points in my life, but I can tell you, you know, that is a surefire way to become depressed, because, you know, as a creative, I deal with constant rejection, and it's the same with streaming. Some streams are more successful than others. And even this morning, like I have an audition for a film, and I was reading the brief for the character, and they were like, we want like stars, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like I'm not famous, like, you know, like I have an audition for this role, but like they're just gonna give it to a celebrity, and like you just like, it's such a, I was like, oh, but then I was like, well, I can't get, that's not for me to decide. I'm just gonna do this audition, like, hi Bubby, hi baby. I'm just gonna do this audition, and you know, I can't control that. I can't control any of those things. And yeah, it's hard. It's a constant struggle, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a struggle. Like, if you look to social media for validation or for like affirmation of who you are as a person,
Uh-huh.
that's just a slippery slope. Because, like, you're, say, if you're on Instagram, one picture gets like 50 likes, which, like, for somebody like me, it would be a lot. Your one picture gets 50 likes, and then your next one gets like two. And then you feel like shit because, well, like, why did people like not like that? Do they hate me now? Like, no, if you're in like social media or whatever you're doing for that, you should not be doing it in general.
No, oh gosh, it's so hard. And I think about young kids on, oh, like, like 16, 17, like teenagers on these platforms, and I'm just like, God, it is a slippery slope. Is my hair weird? No.
Yeah, it really
Um,
is.
it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. So I have to pee so badly. So we are going to wrap things up. I do have to go to an audition anyway. But I did want to ask. So a couple of people sent in questions. They're kind of. I asked them if they wanted to ask any questions on stream. So I'm just going to answer like a couple of them. They're a little bit more. I think for me, but I'm going to get you to answer them as well. So
Okay.
they asked, what is your favorite actor and what is your hobbies? I think we know what your hobbies are. Do you have any
Yeah.
other hobbies we don't know about?
I mean, I like to cosplay. So
Oh,
there's one.
yeah.
I haven't obviously been able to do that for a while because of COVID. But yeah, I like to cosplay. And hiking. I really enjoy hiking and going on like trips and stuff and just exploring,
Uh-huh, uh-huh. I love hiking
venturing.
too.
Yeah. So those are two other things I really enjoy.
Yeah. My hobbies are hiking, drinking with my friends, and shopping, watching like murder mystery shows, murder mystery podcasts, watching horror movies, hanging out with my cat. Those are my. Sorry, I'm just reading that
Oh,
people's
you're fine.
messages. So, and my favorite actor at the moment is Kate Winslet.
She's awesome.
She's fucking incredible. If you guys haven't watched Mayor of Easttown, it's on HBO. It's one of the most incredible performances I've ever seen from an actress. She is brilliant.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Dude, it is, first of all, it's a great plot, a great story, but the performances by everyone in that series are just incredible. Someone said, who is your fave deadly woman role to play and why? That was Jackie Barnett. I was in a series in Australia for many years called Deadly Women, and I played many different characters. Probably I played this character called Anjette Lyles, and she was like this woman. I shouldn't laugh at this, sorry guys, but in the 1950s, and she just kept killing her husbands and poisoning them and just got away with it, and she would steal all their money, and she's got away with it for years and years and years, and she was like poisoning them with like strychnine and stuff, and she was, to me, just like a fascinating woman to play, and it made me laugh. And also it was set in the 1950s, so I got to wear like these crazy outfits, and it was really cool. And one of my friends, my oldest friends, Rachel, said, do you miss wearing matching Minnie Mouse outfits with me?
Aw.
We used to dress as Minnie Mouses together when we were kids, which is so funny. So yeah, do you have any final thoughts? Anything that you would like to add, Santasia?
Um, not really, other than thank you for having me on here. I really appreciate it. It
Oh
was
my
a lot of
god,
fun.
thanks for coming on. I'm sorry we had to cancel it last time. But I really appreciate you coming on and chatting with everyone. And I'm just going back to the chat really quick. I really appreciate you just being my moderator. I try to say thank you to you all the time, but I just really appreciate all the help you give me. I'm sure that I'm deeply irritating.
No, you're totally fine. I enjoy it. I really do.
But yeah, I've got all these plans for where I want the channel to go. It's something that I feel like in the past couple of weeks, like as I spoke to you about, I was really, really struggling to keep up with everything in my life. And so I sort of took away a few things in my life that were really making me feel super overwhelmed, and decided to focus more on the creative stuff in my life. And I think, this is something that I've really been talking to people about, from business perspectives, from creative perspectives, about where I want my Twitch to go. So obviously you'll be a part of that. And so I really thank you for being my moderator. And guys, I'm sure if you're watching this, you already know who Simply Santasia is, but please go and watch her streams and join in. She's making consistent content. It's great. She's a fantastic girl gamer and just a really nice, lovely girl. I appreciate all of you for coming and being around today. Potion Not Sus. We got Orange Dee, we got Tim, we got Lessie. We have Queen Mads has been chatting a lot. Hi cutie. Rainbow's down here. She wants to say thank you as well. Who do we want to raid?
Well, Johnny is online if you want to raid him.
You know I like Johnny.
Yeah. We can do that.
Are any of your friends live?
I do. I have a friend on, but they're playing Overwatch.
Yeah, raid your friend.
Are you sure?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Let me pull them up real quick.
Yeah, live your life. Rain Barrio, you are a cat. You're a cat.
Yeah, Tim, it is.
He's live? Can you hear
him?
him?
Oh, no, Tim was asking if one of our friends was who I was thinking of, and yeah, it's them.
Okay. Egg is cracked.
Yes.
What does cracked mean? Like good?
Cracked means like you're really, really good at something.
Oh. Thanks for translating for me.
Yeah, those are his emotes.
Oh, they're sick. That is so cool.
You know who Gudetama is?
Mm-mm.
Gudetama is like this little like animated egg, basically. So that's what he drew those after. Yeah.
Cute. I like that a lot. Yeah, let's raid them. I am going to end the stream once you've raided, and I'm going to run and pee because I'm about to wet my pants.
Okay.
I drank a liter of water before we started stream, and that was a mistake. Let me tell you that.
All right.
So I'm going to end stream, but I'll be back next week. I haven't confirmed who my guest is, but I'll keep you guys updated. Join the Discord, follow me on TikTok, follow Simply Santasia she's on TikTok, she's on Twitch, she's making fantastic content, guys. I really appreciate you coming today and spending time with us. We love you so much. She is my beautiful, wonderful moderator. We love you guys, and God bless you.
Bye.
Bye, my friend.